Hello friends, I'm Dr. Victory. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share my weight loss journey since my childhood days till date, how from an unhealthy weight loss I shifted to a healthier, sustainable way of weight loss. Friends, when I was a kid, I was a lean and thin child. I was very fussy. I was a fussy eater. I used to be very selective and picky whatever I used to eat. I used to throw away most of the vegetable, but I used to love eating potato though. So I started gaining weight during my school days. Reason for that was I started eating rice. I started overeating rice, because after coming back from the school I used to get really tired, and my mama is a great cook, so I used to love eating whatever my mama cooks. So I started eating rice for breakfast, for lunch, even for dinner. And I'm a person, even now, if I eat more rice I gain weight. I can only eat rice in between 100 and 200 gram. If I eat more than that I gain weight. So also that but during my school days, or at that time we were not allowed to eat outside food much. We never went to restaurant with my family, because in those days it was not a trend also, to go out with families and have food from outside, from restaurant. Plus snacks were also not that much allowed at my home. I used to have one or two snacks, that also very rare. So that was the thing. So I was okay with my weight gain, but when I reached 7th standard I started getting conscious for the very first time, because looking at my friends all with good figure, with all normal body weight and taller than me, I started getting conscious for the very first time. And that was the very first time in my life that I started thinking of losing my weight. So I learned some exercise steps, I learned some aerobic steps, I learned some yoga steps. I learned or some of the stretching exercises from TV, and I used to do on a rooftop. Like every day coming back from the school I used to go on our rooftop and I used to do all those exercises. I used to do lots of stretching exercises. I used to stretch myself with the help of the ladder kept on a rooftop. With the help of my hands, I used to hang on the ladder with my hands for a good 30 seconds to 1 minute daily. I think that helped me increase my height to about 2 to 3 centimeter, for the fact that I'm slightly taller than my sister. So I think it took me just a month to reduce my weight. I came to my normal body weight. I could fit in my favorite dresses. I think it just took me a month. I never did any kind of dieting during my school days. I only did exercises. The only reason for my quick weight loss, like I lost within a month. So the main reason was because when you're younger, when you're much younger, your metabolism tends to be higher as of now. So when your age advances, your metabolism decreases, and when you are much younger, your metabolism increases. So that was the main reason for my weight loss, because I didn't do any kind of dieting at that time. Now again, my weight loss during my childhood days, that means my school days, was always on and off mode. As soon as I stop exercise I used to gain weight again. Then coming to my college days, in my college days also, my weight loss journey was always on and off mode. So the main reason for my weight gain in my college days was, once you reach to a new environment, and especially when you are in medical profession, you don't get time for exercises. So my exercise routine, everything got disturbed. So I stopped exercise and I started eating rice again. Again I studied my course in South India. So I used to have rice for lunchtime. Again for dinner I used to have rice. I used to overeat sometimes, and plus that I started eating lots of snacks from outside, lots of high glycemic loaded food, like all those deep fried items, all those chips, all those snacks, that comes in package. I used to have lots of that while I used to study. I used to kind of eat binge eating. So also that I started eating more and more outside food. I used to go to restaurant a lot, whenever I don't used to like food from our cafeteria or from hostel. I used to have from outside a lot. So that was the main reason for my weight gain. Even I didn't do any kind of exercise also during my college days. So that was the main reason for my weight gain. So the problem started when I reached 70 kg. 70 kg is my maximum weight gain so far. I never crossed more than 70 kg till now. So 70 kg was my maximum weight gain in my college days. So at that time I was, my face was getting bloated, my abdomen area were getting bloated. I was not able to fit in any of my dresses properly. Everything was tight for me, and I could not breathe properly. I used to get breathlessness often. Plus I used to start getting I used to get really tired whenever I walked a little distance. So Plus that my farewell party was approaching nearer, so I had no other choice other than losing my body weight, because my health was also getting harmed. So again, I started doing exercise. I joined gym for about a month. I used to go for alternate days, but then I stopped because I didn't get much result going to gym, and I used to get more and more tired, and plus traveling was a big problem for me at that time. So I stopped going to gym, and I started thinking of doing it on my own in my room. So what I used to do is, coming back from the college, I used to jump. I used to keep on jumping, means I used to keep earphone one end on my ear, other end on the attached to the laptop, and I used to play a movie, or I used to play some songs or some video songs, and I used to keep on jumping for a good 1 hour or even more than that. Sometimes I used to sweat a lot. And I did dieting for the first time. Like, I stopped eating rice for 5 days. I only used to have rice on weekends, that is on during lunchtime. So only on Saturday and Sunday I used to eat rice. For the rest of the days I used to have coconut water. I used to love coconut water, and plus the malai and all. I used to have lots of coconut water. I used to have fruits. I don't like fruit much, but fruits is very important for your health. So I started eating fruits, especially watermelon, to fill the stomach. Plus I used to sometimes I even used to have like Maggi. I used to have unhealthy food like Maggi, one chotu pekka Maggi. I always used to have one small packet of Maggi sometimes if I feel really hungry. And or I used to grab some egg puffs while coming back from the college. On the way there's a uh, bakery with good egg puffs, so I used to have egg puffs sometimes while coming back from the college. So that was the only unhealthy things that I used to have at times, very occasional. So other days I used to have fruits. I used to have this one liquid diet. I used to do liquid diet. I used to have coconut water a lot. So so I think it took me about 3 months to lose my weight. I came to my normal body weight in just 3 months. Exercise and dieting, that's what I did. I was able to lose about 18 kg in just 3 months. That is, from 70 kg I reached 52 kg. So 18 kg weight loss I did in just 3 months. That was a great achievement for me. And my farewell party also played as a catalyst in my weight loss journey during that time. Then when I started working, I stopped exercise. I also I decided to diet, but not to that level that I used to do during my college days. I used to diet, but I used to have rice once a day. I used to have rice either during lunchtime or during dinner time. The rest of the time I used to have fruits, or I used to have some puffs or eggs, or I used to have Maggi sometimes. Those are some of the unhealthy diet I used to have often. And also that I used to have only rice once a day, so that didn't allow my weight to gain a lot. I gained about from 53 I was 57 when I started working, because when you start working it's difficult to maintain, like doing exercise and doing all those diet and all, going for liquid diets and all. For most of the days it was difficult to have that kind of lifestyle again. So because when you start working you should be very sincere with whatever you do. So my whole focus attention was on my job. So from 52 kg I was 57 kg. Then the real problem started when I started working. When I got job at my native place, I started getting weight, because as I said, my mama is a great cook. So I started eating more and more food, more and more rice, especially during winter time. During winter time you cannot keep control yourself. You wants to eat more and more when all those stuff that you love are being kept in front of your eyes. You cannot control yourself. So sometimes I used to overeat rice. So that was the main reason. So slowly from 57 I reached 62, then from 62 I reached 67, then 68. Right in between I joined gym also, but again I had to stop because I didn't get much result from going to gym. I used to get more and more tired. I could not focus on my work, so I stopped going to gym. The real problem happened when I reached 68 kg in 2019. When I reached 68 kg I suffered from serious health issue. I started getting breathlessness frequently. I used to get pain in my bones, especially in my feet region. I started getting, my legs were giving out. I used to feel weakness. I couldn't work for a little distance also. I used to get very tired, especially in my legs. I used to get tired even if I work for a few distance. Plus I started getting upper back pain on the left side. So my bones everywhere was I was having pain. So that was the very first time when I started thinking that I must go for a weight loss. But this time I wanted to go for a healthy and sustainable way of weight loss that I can follow throughout, because whatever I was doing so far, dieting or exercise, it was not sustainable. Like I cannot maintain that for a very long time. At some point I have to come to my regular routine. I have to eat rice twice a day to to be healthy and to energize myself. I have to eat rice. Rice is very important, but only that you must not overeat rice. You must eat rice according portion control. Eating is very, very important. Whatever you must eat in portion control. So I cannot be on liquid diet anymore. I have to maintain such a diet that I can follow throughout, and that in a very healthier manner. So I started looking for many things, because my only option to survive or to have a healthy life was to reduce my weight in a healthier and sustainable manner. So I started looking out for many things regarding healthy and sustainable way of weight loss. I did many research. I applied on myself, and I with all those cumulative experiences, that I got so far from my childhood days till now, for my weight loss journey, I applied all that. I learned from all my mistakes, and and finally I got a very good solution of weight loss, a very healthier and sustainable way of weight loss, that is calorie deficit, and another one is exercise. So calorie deficit and exercise is the only thing. If you do it properly, you will lose your weights. Of course, calorie deficit is diet actually, so diet plays 80%, exercise plays 20%. That's what's it. But in my case, diet played 90% and exercise played only 10%. That was because I said I suffered from serious health issues, so I was not allowed to do exercise at all. I was not even allowed to climb stairs also. They said I cannot tire myself, I cannot exert my body. So the only thing I did to mobilize my body to remain inactive was to walk. I only walked, that also in a very slower pace. I walked in the morning, I walked in the afternoon, I walked in the evening time. Thrice I used to walk at least for 30 minutes. That was the only thing that I could do. So, and diet played about 90% in my case. I started eating in portion control. I love rice. I cannot stop eating rice at all. So I started eating rice in between 100 gram to 150 gram daily for lunchtime, even for dinner time. Plus I stopped eating outside food a lot. I even stopped eating snacks a lot. Sometimes I used to have, I also have cheat meals, because you cannot keep yourself away from all those, from all of your favorite items. Like I love samosas, I love some deep fried fritters. So I love all that. I love pizza, I love momos, I love so many things. So I cannot stay away from that forever. So I used to have little, but in a very smaller quantity. Like if I love samosa, I used to have only half of the samosa. So whatever I used to eat half. Whatever food items I love eating, especially cheat meals, I used to have half of it and keep the remaining half aside. If I love pizza, I used to just have one pizza only. Instead of having two pizza, I used to have one pizza. Sometimes I used to invite my family members to come along and eat with me, especially when I cook Maggi or when I cook noodles. I used to have everyone all together so that I don't overeat much of it. So that's how I try to keep portion control. Even for rice, I used to have very like about in between 100 to 200 gram of rice for lunchtime, even for dinner time. In dinner time, I even used to have only just 100 gram of rice to maintain my body weight. So that's what I did. And in the name of exercise, I only used to walk. So that was about calorie deficit and exercise. So friends, in my next video I'll be talking on all those things that I did, on all those weight loss tips that helped me maintain my weight and that helped me lose my body weight. So friends, I was 68 kg, now I am 53 kg. I'm really happy with my weight loss. So this is the safest way of weight loss. Never try to lose weight loss faster, like losing 10 kg in a month or losing 20 kg in a month. That's an unhealthy way of weight loss. So friends, that was about my weight loss journey since my childhood days till date, and I'm still following that. Even though I have achieved my weight, even though if I've reduced my weight, still I'm trying to maintain my body weight. Of course, now I eat rice twice a day for lunchtime, even for dinner time, but I don't overeat rice now, and I don't overeat snacks also. I don't overeat my favorite cheat meals also. So that's all for today, friends. I hope you like this video. I learned from all my mistakes, from all my experiences, and now I am in a very good health. My weight reduced and my health is improving a lot. I don't have any more leg pain, I don't have any more tiredness when I walk, I don't have any more back pain, I don't have any more breathlessness. I'm very much relaxed and in a happy state right now. So friends, in my next video I'll be coming up with all the healthy tips that I have followed to maintain my body weight and also to lose my body weight. So do watch my next upcoming video, that is weight loss tips in a healthy way. Take care friends, till then, take care, stay healthy, stay safe, stay at home. Bye, take care.